His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received at Safriya Palace the Minister of Finance of Oman, Sultan bin Salim Al Habsi, to greet His Majesty upon his visit to the kingdom to review its investment institutions and banking and financial training institute. The minister conveyed to His Majesty the greetings and appreciations from His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq of Oman and his wishes of good health and happiness for the Kingdom of Bahrain and its people and further development and prosperity. His Majesty welcomed the minister and asked him to convey his greetings and best wishes to His Majesty the Sultan of Oman and his wishes of further progress and prosperity to the people of Oman. His Majesty the King affirmed the strength of the deep-rooted fraternal ties between the two countries in light of the joint keenness to strengthening them and consolidate their pillars. His Majesty praised the high level of Bahraini-Omani cooperation in various fields, especially in the financial, economic and investment sectors for the benefit of the two peoples. His Majesty the King also praised the pioneering role played by the Sultan of Oman in supporting and developing relations between the two countries, as well as Oman's development under His Majesty's leadership. For his part, the Omani Finance Minister thanks and appreciation to His Majesty the King for the hospitality he received, praising His Majesty's efforts and keenness to consolidate bilateral relations and develop cooperation between the two countries. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received a written letter from the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, inviting His Majesty to attend the GCC US Summit hosted by Saudi Arabia in Riyadh. The message was handed over to His Majesty by Saudi Arabia's ambassador to Bahrain, Naif bin Bandar al-Saderi, during a meeting with His Majesty at Safriya Palace. His Majesty the King expressed his thanks and appreciation to the custodian of the two holy mosques for the generous invitation, praising the close and solid historical ties between the two brotherly kingdoms and the continuous development of the fraternal cooperation and coordination at all levels to achieve the best interests of both people. His Majesty also expressed his pride in the good endeavors of the custodian of the two holy mosques in strengthening Bahraini-Saudi relations and Saudi Arabia's pioneering role in developing the joint Gulf action, deepening cohesion and cooperation among the GCC countries, as well as consolidating the pillars of security, stability and peace in the region. His Majesty the King wished the GCC US Summit success in preserving the security and stability of the region, protecting the interests of his countries and people, serving Gulf issues and strengthening the close strategic partnership and cooperation with the United States. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa chaired a meeting on the latest developments of the Bahrain Mangroves Initiative at Rafah Palace. His Highness underscored the importance of adopting further initiatives to enhance environmental security in line with the vision of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. His Highness affirmed Bahrain's commitment to strengthening environmental protection and ensuring the long-term sustainability of its natural resources. His Highness noted that building national capability to secure a better future and confront environmental challenges, particularly climate change, requires a united and swift coordinated action. The meeting reviewed updates on the 2025 Action Plan for the Bahrain Mangroves Initiative. His Highness emphasized that the strategic goal of quadrupling the kingdom's mangrove trees population by 2035 reflects Bahrain's broader commitment to achieving carbon neutrality by 2060. His Highness commended the efforts of the Supreme Council for the Environment, led by the personal representative of His Majesty the King, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, along with the Ministry of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture and all relevant authorities for their continued implementation of key environmental initiatives. His Highness noted that Bahrain Mangroves Initiative serves as a national model for advancing environmental security. His Highness affirmed the importance of raising community awareness about environmentally sustainable practices, conserving natural resources, and encouraging greater citizens' participation, all of which contributes to Bahrain's national development goals and aspirations. A number of senior officials also attended the meeting. The Speaker of the Representative Council, Ahmed al-Musallam, stressed that the royal patronage of His Majesty the King is the pillar of Bahrain's achievement and success in all tracks, which supports the performance of the Council to serve the country and its citizens. Al-Musallam also expressed appreciation for His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister's support of the Parliament and the directive to ministers and officials to enhance, fulfill cooperation between the executive and legislative authorities. He pointed out that this term was marked by many legislative and oversight work as it showcased an active movement, made outstanding achievements, and left a wide impact locally and abroad. Al-Musallam expressed appreciation for the patriotic and professional role played by the Bahraini press and media outlet in covering and publishing the work of the Council. Bahrain and the UAE announced that the agreement on the promotion and protection of investment signed between the governments of the two countries have entered into force today. This follows the completion of the necessary legal procedures by both sides following the provision of the agreement. Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, Minister of Finance and National Economy, emphasized that the Kingdom of Bahrain attached great importance to enhancing cooperation with the UAE. He highlighted the role of bilateral agreements in advancing cooperation in line with the visions of His Majesty the King and His Highness the UAE President, whose leadership reflects long-standing ties grounded in shared history and established foundations. He added that the Kingdom remains committed to strengthening investment cooperation at both regional and international levels, having signed nearly 40 agreements to promote and protect investments, thereby contributing to economic growth and the creation of promising new opportunities. For his part, Minister of State for Financial Affairs of the UAE, Mohammed bin Hadi al-Husseini, highlighted that the entry into force of the agreement reflects a shared commitment to strengthening bilateral economic relations. He noted that it represents a further step in advancing Gulf economic integration and provides a considered response to evolving regional and global economic conditions, particularly given current global challenges requiring enhanced efforts to maintain a stable and competitive investment environment. He emphasized the importance of continued coordination between the relevant authorities in both countries to implement and follow up on the agreement's provisions, ensuring intended objectives are achieved. This, he noted, will contribute to enhancing the competitiveness of both economies and unlocking new opportunities for high-value investment, especially in priority economic sectors. The Minister of Education and Chairman of the Board of Trustees of Bahrain Polytechnic, Dr. Mohammed bin Mbarak Jum'a, inaugurated the Career Fair 2025 with the participation of over 50 public and private sector companies and institutions. The Minister highlighted the importance of such exhibitions held in partnership with industrial and commercial sectors in the Kingdom, providing a valuable platform for direct engagement with companies and institutions. Following the opening, Dr. Jum'a toured the participating booth and viewed graduation projects by students across multiple disciplines. This fair is an effective platform for students and graduates to learn about career opportunities available in various sectors and allows them to communicate directly with representatives of the companies and organizations that participate in the event. The chairperson of the Royal Life Saving Bahrain, the RLSB, Her Highness Sheikh Naila bint Hamad bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa, attended the graduation ceremony of the first batch of the Future Lifeguard Training Program held as part of the institution's ongoing efforts to promote water safety and emergency preparedness in the Kingdom of Bahrain. During the ceremony, Her Highness honored the graduates and underscored the promoting community awareness of water safety and rescue is a national responsibility, noting that this requires sustained efforts and cooperation between institutions and societies at large. Her Highness highlighted the institution's commitment to continuing its awareness and training programs for all segments of society with the aim of building a highly skilled and professional generation capable of responding to water emergency. She also described the program as a national platform that equips individuals with the knowledge and skills necessary effectively to manage aquatic emergency, aligning with the institution's goals of safeguarding lives and ensuring public safety. Meanwhile, Her Highness commended the role of Tamkeen for its support of the program, noting its backing significantly contributed the success of the initiative and achievement of the objectives. Her Highness further emphasized the importance of enhancing institution partnership with all relevant entities to expand its programs and initiatives to reach all members of society. The future lifeguard training program aims to train selected members of the community in water rescue and safety by providing them with essential knowledge, practical skills, and heightened awareness, enabling them to become further professional rescuers capable of saving lives and responding to emergencies. The Chief Executive Officer of the Labour Market Regulatory Authority, the LMRA, and Chairman of the National Committee to Combat Trafficking in Person, Nabras Talib, received a delegation from International Monetary Fund, the IMF, in the presence of several LMRA officials. The CEO emphasized that adapting the labour environment in line with rapid economic changes remains a key government priority to ensure continued economic growth and maintain balance in the labour market. He also reviewed labour market indicators and highlighted the Kingdom's effort to enhance the work environment and ensure its sustainability in line with international standards and the way that preserved contractual rights between employers and employees. Bahrain will open its national pavilion at the 19th International Agriculture Exhibition, La Bandera de Venecia, tomorrow, under the title Heat Wave, marking the Kingdom's 8th participation in the event, which addresses architectural roles in responding in global challenges. The pavilion presents an architectural proposal to address the growing challenges of rising global temperatures, drawing inspiration from traditional Bahraini cooling techniques. It introduced a passive outdoor cooling installation designed to promote environmental resilience and social sustainability, particularly in countries that forefront the extreme heat.